Hey guys, and thank you for joining me today. So recently I showed you a flip through of my blank canvas of the Hither and Yon April freebie journal kit. So I showed you what I was going to be using as the journal, which was a grungy accordion style book. So that was kind of the background, the skeleton as it were. But anyway, now I am coming on to show you the finished product. So hopefully you like it. Please let me know in the comments below, and please like and subscribe as well if you aren't already. If you are new to my channel, then welcome. Thank you so much for coming to see me. And if you are a returning viewer, subscriber, watcher, then thank you so much. I really appreciate your support. So let's get into it. So this was the Hither and Yon April free kit, and it is a grungy kit, and I love it. And I have made a accordion style journal, kind of art journal really, which is what the kit was designed for. So head over to Hither and Yon Studios channel, and you can download the kit for free during the month of April 2025. After April is over, there will be a new kit for May, which will be free throughout the month of May, but you can also purchase past kits for a smaller fee over on Deirdre's Ko-fi channel, page, site, whatever it's called. Anyway, so here we go. So I have tied it with a bit of like twine, and it just pops open there. And as you saw in the last one, I basically got a load of like junk mail, bits of paper that I'd already embossed, stuck it together in a like long line, accordioned it up, and then put it in a box and sprayed it, inked it, stenciled it, did all the things. So now I've gone back in and I have added in the stuff from the kit, and I've also done a lot of like texture paste and more inking and that sort of thing. And what I really love about the texture paste, and this stuff on the front is the Tim Holtz crypt paste, I think. No, crypt. The one that's not the grit paste, because I've got that as well, but I'll show you in a minute. And what I love about it is I've done nothing to this stuff. I put it through the stencil and I left it, and it brings up any kind of inks and colours from underneath. So for instance, I've put this over, so I've used the same stencil that I used as the, so I've got the Tim Holtz, sorry, I'll start again. Got the Tim Holtz embossing folder, the steampunk one, and the stencil that is similar. So I stenciled over the embossed page that I had inked underneath, and then if you see, it's brought in the ink from below, but in the same pattern as it's already there. So it's almost like a cog within a cog, if that makes sense. That's what I was trying to say. So this is my cover. I've also put some crackle paste on it, done some more of the inking, what's it called, texture paste. And I've put this crow on the front and done a little collage there. So this will be the first side, and then we'll see the back, and then we'll go through the other side. And some pages I've done like as a bit of a, there's like a story to it, and some I've just put down. So I've tried to like age up some of these things so it looks like a photo that just says art, and I thought that tree was really cool. Just backed it, or kind of mounted it on another bit. This is a big butterfly with a ticket behind it, and this is the crypt grit paste, or is it grave? Whichever one. So one of them is crypt and one of them is grave, and this one is the grit one, and the other one is not the grit one. So that's just butterfly there. This page is kind of like a story. So we've got this old couple here, and that just says found. Like we've found these old pictures of this old couple, and then we've got these spooky kids here. Now, are those kids ghosts that live in this house that those people live in, or are those the kids of that old couple, and maybe the kids died of something Victorian like scoliosis or polio or consumption, one of those Victorian diseases. I don't think scoliosis is Victorian. Anyway, creepy ghost kiddies. Just the number 13 there, and some of that paste there just to give it a bit of texture. And then we are on this page, so I've just got this bird here and a bit of leaf, just a little bit of a collage really. And this page, so we've got this old ramshackle shack, and then it says, step inside for a cooling and refreshing ice cold soda at the fountain. Who wants to go into here and have some of their ice cold soda? Not sure if I would fancy it, but this was just the page that was, I think I watercoloured the back of it, and then I put some of the cogs on there in texture paste, and again it's just brought up some of those colours from behind, so it's quite a bright page, and I thought that was a good contrast to the creepy old ramshackle house. I've left Nessie there because I thought that was cute. And then we've just got this door over here, and there's a little feather floating down, and it says lucky. Maybe that's the door to there, and you're lucky if you don't get poisoned by their soda. And this was actually the first page that I did, and I've used a lot of the crackle paste. I've also used translucent texture paste as well, but I didn't use it really in the rest of the journal because it just took so long to dry, because it has to dry naturally, so I'd have been there forever doing it. So there's some places where I've used a little bit of crackle paste, but what I actually did here with the crackle paste is I put it on, and whilst it was still wet I sprayed a bit of the mica spray Iron Gate on there, and so as it dried it also crackled the mica spray, which was cool. I did a little bit of gold gilding over here just because we've got a crow here and they obviously like shiny things, but also what I'm not a massive fan of with the translucent texture paste is just that it makes it a bit too bright for this grunginess, but on this page I think it works. And then we've just got a tree, maybe that's the tree that the crow lives in, who knows. Move you back into the centre. Yeah, that's what I've got to say about that page. Now this page is the next couple are kind of a story. So we've got this girl here, and she is going on a school trip. So she's got a ticket to where she's going, and she's got her sketchbook. So she's going to draw some pictures, and she's written some notes out here, and we've just got some numbers. And this is the door, the entranceway of where she is going. So she has gone into this museum of floaty things, flying things, and then she's drawn pictures of feathers and dandelions. But as she was walking on her way back, she found these 3 boys who are actually lost, and people have been looking for them for ages, so they were really lucky that she's come across them and has found these lost boys that she can now help to reunite with their parents. And then she walks through down a creepy alleyway, and there's some more creepy children. And this is another ramshackle house. And this is the back cover. So we've done the first half of the journal, and I've just put on it looks like it's just sort of dated with it's like a dress, I think, and just publication and the signature of the person who wrote the book. And then we go back through the other way. So this page, we've got these steps over here, and they're going up into this house, and this texture paste, again, it's pulled up that purple, which is really cool. And I put a bit of crackle paste there over the embossed stuff just to see what it would do. Kind of give it a bit of a shimmer. And so we go up here and we go in here and we meet these two boys, and they're selling some wood. They're selling some kindlings. Try our wood. We are sure of your custom. I'm not sure if I want to buy any wood off of these boys. I'm not going in that house. They can keep their wood. Thanks. Now we've got another crow page with some keys, because crows like to find shiny objects. So the crow sits on this windowsill here and leaves you some keys. And here he is flying off, and he sat on this little ledge. That's one of his feathers. And I just used some of the Harlequin stenciling that I'd done behind, and then I just did it in texture paste as well, just to bring it up a little bit. And this is just a random page. I'm going to use some of the crackle paste here. It's I think I accidentally got it a bit wet. I think I'd left a cloth on it and it made it all funny, so I just added some texture paste onto that just to add into the weird colours. And I've just got some brick wall over here, and with this here, so I actually used one of the texture pastes first, and then I gradiented it into the other texture paste, so it starts off kind of clean and then gets dirty and more gritty. And this is another butterfly, and it just sort of fades into the background there. I've done some more of the grit paste, and then it's just the hearts, embossed heart paper behind, and just some more of those keys. And then we've just got this old house here, and I've taken some of the rest of the picture and just kind of layered it on here so it looks like it's a bit overgrown, and there's some grit paste there. And what's buried under this house? Well, is it this lady that's lying here in the dark? Who knows? And then finally we've got this picture here. So this first photograph is of a load of people working up on a high thing, and then you can see it's reflected in the canal below. And then from the front, this is the front side of the picture, you can actually see it's quite young boys that are working there. And again, we've got some of that grit paste that's just pulled up some of that ink from behind, making it look really cool. And then we're back at the beginning again. So that is my Grungy accordion journal for the Hither and Yon April freebie. Please, like I say, check out DJ's channel. I will link it down below. Please leave me a comment if you liked this, or what you thought about it, or if you didn't like it, or if there's anything you would have done differently, then please let me know. I'm always welcome any feedback. But have a lovely rest of your day, and I will be back again soon. Bye.